We've been monitoring water quality at the outlets of several of the major tributaries entering Lake Scugog for a number of years now, associated with the Lake Scugog Environmental Management Plan. Some preliminary data from this research indicates that there's three main types of streams: those associated with agriculture, those associated with urban environments, and natural streams. The data indicate a pretty significant difference between these types of tributaries. Some, for example, the natural tributaries tend to be good water quality, and the urban areas tend to be relatively poor. Now, that's not always the case, but in general, that's the trend we're finding. An example of a natural tributary is in the southern section of the lake, the Osler Marsh. We can tell right away it's good water quality, the banks are relatively stable, it reduces stormwater runoff from entering the lake. It also provides migratory pathways for important recreational fisheries such as muskellunge. Nature is doing an excellent job of slowing down the water before it enters the lake and also filtering it from contaminants. Now, when humans become involved, as is the case with our other two scenarios, we really need to be aware of the potential impacts we're causing to the health of these tributaries. The second example is Williams Creek. This creek is an urban tributary, meaning it flows mostly directly through town in Port Perry. Williams Creek, due to its surrounding and the activities in its drainage basin, needs a lot of work. As you can see, you don't need a microscope to understand the level of impacts that we've had on it. There's several challenges associated with managing a creek in an urban environment such as Williams Creek. For example, much of the catchment area is hardened, which makes water just fall in the landscape and run off as quickly as possible. This can lead to several areas of erosion, bank instability, and sedimentation. In addition, after a heavy rainfall, all the contaminants such as sand and silt and salt end up washing into the tributaries and out into Lake Scugog. There are also challenges associated with stream banks caving in and several invasive species. The third example is agricultural or rural streams. Data indicate that the health of these streams is quite variable, not necessarily good or bad, but these streams are significant in terms of monitoring because they comprise up to 53% of all streams entering the lake. Recognizing the importance of agriculture to the local community, Kawartha Conservation offers a rural stewardship program to help farmers improve the health of their creeks. Things that farmers can do as part of this program include fencing cattle from their creek, creating a natural buffer between their activities and the waterways, runoff management, and manure management. There are several things that we can do collectively to improve the health of our local creeks. We can maintain a good buffer between the activities on our land and the water, get involved in community volunteer events, become a citizen science to monitor water quality, obtain a better understanding of what organisms are native or naturally occurring to the area and which ones are exotic, and understand the landscape of your property so you can filter water and store runoff. By the fall, we'll have more tangible metrics for you. Right now, we can just observe the general trends. Go to kawarthaconservation.com, click on the Stewardship tab for more information. Community projects have already been undertaken on Williams Creek. The key thing to take away is that the actions we have on land impact downstream waters in the lake. Everything we can do to help protect the tributaries is going to have a positive impact on Lake Scugog.